Okay.
Kathy Griffiths is a mom.
Not to be confused with Kathy Griffin.
Not to be confused with Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffiths is a mom who has a troubled child.
Okay.
This troubled child killed Kathy.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Now, the reason why this is kind of random and I was like, that's so crazy, is this child also killed his other parent.
Okay, great. So
but not at the same time.
Oh.
So like 4 years ago, he killed his dad, went to trial and everything. Essentially, they didn't have any proof to prove that he wasn't acting in self-defense. Okay. It's like, no, I had to kill him. And then several years later, now his mom, and this is real sad, his mom actually posted on Instagram the day before she got murdered that sometimes the right thing to do is to give up.
Oh,
and
my
that's
gosh.
the heroic thing to do.
Ugh. Parenthood is so hard.
It is.
Because here's the reality. Like, obviously, based off of that Instagram post, she has been experiencing this with this child for a long time. Like, and because you hear stories about this kind of stuff, like they try helping, they try getting them professional help. They try, and you'll hear about parents that like take their kids in, they let them live in their house, whether it's drugs or what other things. They let them live in their house, they slip up, maybe they're not safe to be around, so they kick them back out, then they clean up, and then they let them back in. And then, because as a parent, you want to do that. You want to continuously give your children opportunities to succeed and, like better themselves. And so it sounds like from that Instagram post, this was not the first time, the second time, the third time. Like, she's probably been doing this child's whole life. And then in the end, it kills her.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay. I just don't feel like there's a devil's advocate.
No, there is a devil's
here.
advocate because I think she knew that her son may have killed her dad.
I mean, here's the thing though, and this is where you have to because the mental health support that you can receive especially in the United States, I mean, that's where we are, right? And but the help that you receive for mental health and the support here is just so incredibly poor, and there's not a lot of resources. I mean, okay, I'm not going to say that but like, you hear stories about that guy that shot up the movie theater for The Dark Knight, in 2008. Yeah. And you listen to his mom, and his mom was like, I was begging for help for years. Like, I woke up, he was standing in my room with, a knife, and I had to start like locking my room at night. I talked to doctors. I tried to get him put into a mental institution. I tried so many things to like forcibly medicate him. I told people he was a danger to society, and nobody did anything. And so I think that the problem that you have is that like, we don't know really, at least for now, if this mom has like a very similar history with that, where she like, maybe sometimes his dad was abusive, maybe, right? And like, maybe. But also maybe his dad probably was coming undone if his child was constantly having these like episodes, right? So there's so much, but like, maybe the dad was abusive, and also, because it can be both, maybe the son I like to also, make it black and white, but no, I am a big fan of it can be both, but maybe it was both. Maybe the dad was abusive and the son was mentally, emotionally unstable. And so like, really, where do you draw the line there, especially as the mom, to lose your husband and then also lose your child, and then that feeling of like, maybe I can still save my kid? Like, I don't know.
Well, it turns out she can't.
No, and that is so sad.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. One of our kids kills somebody. You turning them in?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
I have a hard time. I have to know who they killed. If it's some rando,
no, here's my thing.
Blood over everything.
Okay, I feel like, you know what? Let me rewind.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like, let's say someone is attacking our daughter.
No, you don't get no context.
No, without context, I'm turning them in.
No context, you're turning them. I'm like the exact opposite. No context, I'm keeping you home.
No,
because I feel like I know my kids well enough right now that if anything happened to that, it probably was well deserved.
I guess the reality is that zero context is not real. Like, there's no world where my kid's going to come home and be like, I killed someone, and then I'm not going to ask questions or know anything about
I'm
it.
not asking no questions.
100% I'm asking questions.
Why do I want to add context?
I don't want to live in a house with someone that's dangerous.
My kids ain't going to kill me.
Really?
Yeah, they love me. To a
Okay,
degree.
but seriously, we're
No,
having
they
a
do like
conversation right now about how a kid killed his parents.
Well, that's different because
No,
he
it's
actually
not.
did it the first time.
Okay, but yes,
Okay,
he's done it two
okay,
times.
I will say this.
So all I'm saying is that if a child is dangerous, like if a switch is able to be flipped to where they are capable of killing someone, I don't want to be in the house with that person. So I'm 100% I want to understand the context. Now, if you were being attacked and whatever, then maybe we're having a different conversation. But truly, I think that yes, if you are in the wrong, I'm turning you in. Also, because I'm not going to have someone who is a danger for other people living in my home and out in society. I'm not doing that.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take a second here. Riker. Actually, we got to start with Jax. Jax, Riker, Maya, Naomi, Sloan. Don't tell your mom. All right?
I'll find out.
No, you won't.
Yeah,
Okay?
I will.
We hold it down for our own. Now, the only thing that would change my mind is if they killed like a family member or someone that I know, right? Then I'd be like, ooh, now you're in the circle of trust.
We could have this conversation for a really long time, but this conversation actually has come up for us multiple times because we were talking about the Susan Powell case and how Josh's siblings and his dad, for sure knew, and they just didn't say anything.
That's how you hold it down for blood.
Yeah, that's
a
crazy.
Great example.
That's freaking crazy.
It is
crazy. No, that's crazy to me because, if my sibling killed their spouse and I knew it, I'm calling the cops because look at what he did to his kids. If someone would have called the cops, there's nothing that you can say that is going to tell me that keeping someone that is dangerous in your circle.
First off, we don't know that he did it.
Okay, let's just move on. What's your next thing?
We are innocent until proven guilty.
No, I can't even have this conversation with him. This conversation is not happening.
I'm not sure that he did.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm just saying until
100% he did.
He definitely killed his kids, but we don't know what happened.
He definitely killed his wife.
Innocent until proven guilty. That's how it works.
His kids drew a picture. No, I can't.
Okay.
Next. Next.
Ooh,
Next.
Tender topic.